Hello pedestrians, welcome back to the channel of H-Ero. This will be a channel cover part 62. In this episode, you guys will see Director Lashley and Miss Alloway's side story. And oh my goodness, Director Lashley is too crazy. I don't think crazy is the right word, but oh my goodness. It's like a total WTF moment with her. And oh man, I feel like she's planning something, guys. I'm not sure. I think she's dangerous. I don't know what's the right word for her, but like I feel like John is in trouble, and you guys will find out what I mean once you see this episode. And we're gonna also jump into Miss Alloway's side story as well, where we will like see what John discussed with Jake. I think his name is Jake, right? The guy that blackmailing Miss Alloway. We get to see how John will tell this to her. So, without further ado, guys, let's see how it goes. And 3, 2, 1, let's dive right in. Hello, pedestrians. Welcome back to the channel of H-Ero. Today, I will be continuing playing A Town Uncovered Part 61. So, I know we left off somewhere in the previous episode, but the reason why I'm here, because again, Director Lashley's side story says, visit her office once again. And I tried to do Mrs. Smith's side story in the previous episode, but as you guys see, like I couldn't do her side story because she was in the shower for some reason on a Monday in the afternoon, and I couldn't do her side story. And then of course, in the previous episode we did Miss Alloway and Hitomi, and I'm happy that we were able to talk to Hitomi, and it seems like her relationship with John is back to normal again. And for Miss Alloway, unfortunately, it was really short, and now our next objective is to meet her at night. So hopefully we could do that in this episode, perhaps. We still have to wait for Jane, and then I'm still not sure when or how to complete this. I'm stuck with Mrs. Smith and Jane Stars again. So the reason why we're outside of Director Lashley's office is so that we can continue on with her side story and see where it goes, I guess. See where the story takes us with her side story. So let's just begin and see how it goes. Director Lashley? I'm sorry, are you busy? Are you too busy right now? Never too busy for one of your visits, John. But I think we agreed on calling me something else when we were on our own now, didn't we? Right, I'm sorry about that, Lashley. It's okay, as long as you remember for it. Next time, I'm happy. Plus, the fact that you're still not used to it means you're less prone to any slip-ups if we are in public. So what brings you here? Or do you just feel like having some piping hot company? Did you just say piping hot company? Yeah, sorry about that. You probably haven't noticed it because it's not that hot today, and I kept the window open most of the day. The air conditioner unit in my office is defective. Something about it frying after some wild animal chewed on his cable? You have rats in your office? Damn, you gotta clean up. I don't really know since I stopped the repairman from going into detail once he mentioned the poor fried up squirrel. Oh man. Anyway, you may not notice it right now since you just arrived, but it does tend to get very hot in here now. One of the downsides of having a window with a view right in your office, I suppose. So yeah, piping hot company, you get it? Ooh, so that's what you meant. Sorry to hear that, though I don't blame you for stopping the guy from telling you more about the squirrel. Did he at least tell you when he plans to have it fixed? Sadly, it may take a while. The air conditioner in the school has been around since the late 70s or the early 80s, so the piece needed to replace the damaged parts from the chewing and falling short circuits that burned the rest of the system are quite old. Luckily, it only affected my office side, so I can wait until the pieces are available. I was wondering what the old dusty smell when I first came into the school. Still though, are you sure you can handle the weight? You said it get quite hot in here after all. Nothing some fan or open window can't fix. The heat has never bothered me anyway. I actually served some time as a teacher's aide in town that was actually built in the area that once used to be full on desert when I was in the middle of getting my degree. Back then, the heat could get so intense that we had a specific ward in the infirmary to treat heat strokes. And keep in mind, this was a religious school, so uniforms for both students and teacher pretty much covered a good 80% of the body all times, even during summer. The only time that kids were allowed to wear anything resembling short sleeve or shorts were on the day they had school PE. That sounds downright inhumane for the kids. The teachers weren't much better. Just because it was a religious school doesn't mean all the teachers were nuns, but they pretty much had to dress in as many layers as one. They had by far the higher rate of fainting and heat strokes above the students. Jesus. The actual nuns, though, they were so used to their robes and the heat in general that you actually felt cooler just by looking at how it didn't bother them. The Mother Superior and headmaster of the school, though. My lord, she had such an imposing presence to her the room turned ice cold in an instant, and in heat you accumulate or feeling of warmth in general just ceased to exist if you were in her close proximity. And if you ever got to her bad side or were scolded by her, let's just say you suddenly felt like you were teleported to the coolest peak in the North Pole. I get the feeling this could be Xena. Anyway, this is a side story, so it may not be related to the main story, who knows. She, sounds like a lovely lady. Oh, she absolutely was. She could be as mean and scary as you imagine as a religious old woman from the God-fearing generation to be, but she still loved her job and the passionate about her students in the school as a whole. The children loved her, and the community of the town as a whole saw her as one of their main pillar even. Even if you were unlucky enough to get her evil eye from any particular bad wrongdoings or bad enough mistakes you did, it was the closest thing to a 4th-degree frostbite you could get in such a place. People even say you could have evil spirit exercised out of you from just the look alone, even full changes in personality if hit by a strong enough. There was even a whole story about how scared away the devil himself from corrupting her flock with a single stare down from her evil eye. For a full day and a half and night, she stared into the abyss, and it was eventually blinked back at her. Wow. Sounds like you hold her in a very high regard, huh? She is everything I want to be as an educator. Anyway, all stuff aside, I have something I've been meaning to ask you. You do? Yeah, and I appreciate it if you consider it. Alright, what is it? Do you want to go to church with me? Oh, fudge. Alright, sure. What? Let me explain. As you know, we had plenty of detention meetings now, to the point that people are used to seeing us together, thanks to them. But usually with students that I take particular care during detention, I have them do a special, oh shit, my bad. I have them do a special extracurricular task outside of school. Usually it's stuff like collecting cans at the park or cleaning up trash at the beach. The kind of stuff is really drive home the punishment. Damn. She goes to the beach? So that must mean she's not fully, clothed. Anyways, that kind of stuff really drive home the punishment. So I figured it's best to come up with something like that for you so that it finishes selling the little white lie about you being in detention. And going to church is what you came up with? Well, I wasn't going to abuse the situation you are in by forcing you to actually do one of my punishment jobs. So I figured going to the Lord's home was a good enough alibi to keep suspicion off us, and it was light enough to not be classified as punishment. In paper, I would just be guiding my precious student down the right path by showing him the wonderful alternative of faith but in reality, alternative faith but in reality. Okay, there we go. We would just be two friends having a chat in the presence of our Lord in his holy abode. You don't sound too excited about this. Well, don't get me wrong in anything, Lashley, but this sounds kind of sketchy. Sketchy in just what way, John? Well, is it really necessary? I really don't think people are that vigilant of us to begin with. Oh, but that's where you are wrong. I assure you that the rumors are around despite you not being aware of them. And I'm just worried you might get tired again if people start thinking I'm being soft on you. I'm only doing this for your well-being, I assure you. Well, yeah, but this is the sort of thing people say when they try to convert someone to a religion. Oh, don't be silly, John. You can just convert someone to a religion. At least not if you expect that someone to have genuine faith in your religion. Don't most religions have camps for that sort of thing? True faith comes from one person accepting the good word of our Lord or whatever they decide to believe. That sort of faith only comes if a person willingly open his heart to their beliefs. Faith imparted by fear or force is not real faith. It's a tool monster dressed as people use to take over other things while acting like they are in the right. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean... I know, don't worry about it. It's just something I come to hear when people find out I'm a religious woman. You wouldn't know how many parents reject the very idea I'm around their kids, or the amount of students who feel uncomfortable around me because of my beliefs. They all think I want to turn them into something. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of helping them get close to God. But only if they desire, not because I think they should or have to. They all have their own relationship with the higher powers that be, but we all have to approach them on our own terms when they are ready to open up to them. Man, that's kind of weird reading, man. I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of weird to read sometimes. Let's continue on. I'm sorry if I offended you, Ashley. I didn't mean... I know, don't worry. I understand it sounds swifty from the swifty episode of Rick and Morty, but I assure you that I only have your best interest at heart, and I promise I promise I'm not trying to convert you or something. So, what do you say? Will you let me help? I can't really say no after all that, can I? I won't lie, I'm hoping you agree. I want to get closer to you, and this specific church is very important to me, and it's a place I want to share with my friend. We are friends, right? I don't let just anyone call me just Lashley, remember? Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen if I go anyway? Fantastic. You won't regret this, I promise. I don't know, guys. I'm getting this weird feeling with Director Lashely, especially what we've seen from the last episode. I don't know, guys. Something's wrong. I get this swifty feeling. Alright. I guarantee it'll be an interesting outing. I'll take your word for it, then. Don't take it the wrong way, but the church isn't really my idea of a good time. You should have been around for when my father was a preacher there. He made his ceremony so entertaining and active, he had people eating from the palm of his hand. Back to the topic, however. You wouldn't mind if we meet inside there tomorrow, sometime after school? Can we go in together? I have to take care of something beforehand. It's nothing that big, so it won't take too long, but it will take me a bit, so I wouldn't feel well keeping you waiting. I see. I don't have a problem with waiting for you, though. I insist. It's just for my own peace of mind. I'll meet you there in no time, I assure you. Alright. So church, after school, right? Yes, you know how to get there? It's the upper part of the town. I'll find my way there, don't worry. Well, is that all for now then? Well, not exactly. I'm hoping to ask you something else. Our door is always open for you. What do you need? This is a bit embarrassing considering how against I was about it before. But lately I've been having some awful back problems and I was hoping... Oh, for the love of God, why now? They just had to decide to finally return my calls in this exact moment, didn't they? I'm sorry, John, but I really have to take this call. Oh, sure thing. Is everything okay? Yeah. It's just some stuff with a little side project of mine, but it's important to take this call right now. I don't want to seem like I'm kicking you out, but it's a bit of a private issue, so don't say another word. I'll get out of your hair. Thank you, John. Now, remember we'll meet up at church at night. Send me a reminder and I'll catch up with you there. Got it. See you later, Lashley. See you soon, John. My sweet, wonderful, and innocent John. You still on the line? I don't want to hear any excuses. You took your sweet freaking time getting back to me. Now, are you sure this stuff is safe? I don't want any worse side effects, and I'm getting him sick, I swear, and you myself. And you sure about that? Good. Now, explain to me how the aphrodisiac works again. Oh my god, no! Oh, this is... Oh, look at her face too. She looks so evil. Is she trying to, like... She's not trying to grape us, right? I mean, grape John, right? If you guys know what I mean. I'm using the... Just take off the G if you guys know what I mean. I only get one shot at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my... Oh, holy potatoes, holy tomatoes. Okay, guys. I'm gonna take a break from this because... That was intense for me, okay? So I'll be right back. Do not worry. I might appear somewhere else, who knows? So I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry. Alright, guys, I am back. So, I forgot where we left off, but basically, I think all I did was just go to the mall and work, and now it's nighttime. I think that's what I did. So right now, the only thing that we can do, guys, so let's just go from the beginning, then we'll work our way down. So we cannot do anything for Hitomi, and right now, I think the only option I could do is Miss Alloway is meet her at the park at night, because I try to go to sleep and I cannot sleep because the game is forcing me to go meet her at night at the park. So I tried doing Miss Smith as well in the afternoon, but for some reason she's like taking a shower still, and I can't interact with her. So maybe in the next episode we probably can. Who knows? I'm not sure. I cannot promise you anything, but we'll see. I'll try to like do this off screen to see if I can make any progression with her side story, but who knows? And I'm guessing I decided, guys, we're gonna take a break from Director Lashley's side story, because just a small little break, not too long, probably like 5 episode long break, but we'll see. I don't know how it's gonna go in the future. So we're gonna take a break from Director Lashley, and of course we'll do Jane's side story once it's Wednesday as well. So that's the plan, guys. And we're just gonna continue on with Miss Alloway's side story. So let's just meet her at the park and let's see how it goes. Where is she? Should I be worried? I should probably be worried. God, how did it come to this? It's all ending soon. Just a few more days more. What's ending soon? Jesus, fuck! Didn't know you were so much of a scary cat. I wasn't scared. I was just surprised me, that's all. Yeah, whatever you say, tough guy. Shall we sit? Are you okay? Yes, John, I'm fine. As fine as whatever fine means nowadays. Just had to do some laundry afterwards, so that's why I'm late. And by laundry, I mean some errands for Jack. I see. It's sweet how much you worry about me. I really appreciate it, you know. I know you're about your fight with Jack. Oh, you do? Are you angry with me? Angry? Are you kidding me? What girl doesn't like it when her man fights for her? I hear you wipe the floor with him too. I actually find it such a huge turn on. Just imagining Jack getting all that he deserves. Oh, you bet. They had to hold me back from beating his skull in once he was on the ground. Coach almost suspended me because of it. Almost? Isn't he really strict about the club rules? Seems like I put up enough of a good show for him to show me mercy. Oh, well, damn. Color me impressed and very, very turned on. Like to an 11. Always trying to do my best to surprise you. No kidding. How did you find out about it anyway? From Jack, actually. Oh, I assume he'd be too embarrassed to bring it up to you. He didn't hurt you because of it, right? Oh, no. I'm fine, really. Just really, really tired. I barely have enough time in the night to sleep, as much of the work is at night. So I apologize if I come off as cranky, busy, or just out of it. Because I really am. I really have no choice but to go through with it. And for how long? I don't know. I'm just hoping for an end to all this. You know, I should have stopped you from, I was being selfish. Don't blame yourself, John. I'm just as much as part of this mess as you are. But being the responsible, I'm the one taking charge to fix the problem. Hate to see you get involved in what I'm doing. There's nothing glamorous about it. My senses are heightened. I feel like everyone is watching my every move. You think I'm paranoid when I'm nervous? I'm paranoid all the time now. I just have to be careful with what I say, what I do and say. Don't worry, okay? I'm telling you this not as your teacher, but as a lover. Stay away from that jerk. Aw, they're not lovers? Oh, how wonderful. You owe me that much. You wouldn't have imagined myself in this situation, but here I am. I was an innocent teacher. Innocent on the outside. I was innocent on the outside, but now I find myself falling for my own student. And I'm literally, in a metaphorical sense, falling head over heels for him. This student sounds like a great guy. I bet he's hung like a horse. He is amazing. Well, I'm just going to say amazing in bed, but we've done it in most places except in bed. That's not abnormal, isn't it? We're an abnormal pair, so I think it fits the bill. In any case, I don't want there to be secret between us, John. Right now, you're the only one I could count on. Yeah, I know that, miss. With that being said, did she notice something in the lake or something? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Alright, we'll just continue on. I really appreciate what you do for me. Out of everything that is happening to me, to us, You're the only thing I have absolutely no regrets about. And if I had the chance to start this all over again, well, I don't think I would choose a single thing differently if it meant that I can enjoy your company, to be this close to you, and and to have our after class escapades. Maybe this is all the emotion and exhaustion making me say crazy things, but I really feel that you complete me. Is that weird? It's weird, isn't it? It's definitely cliche. No, I don't think so. We have shared a lot with each other, and it's no secret that I have been trying to charm you since day one. You have been surprisingly effective. I mean, aside from the physical attraction I have towards you, well, I really do care about you. I wasn't about to half-ass my intentions with you. Hope you have the same drive with your grades. Well, I do have the odds against me with a beautiful, sexy woman teaching me being too hot for her own good. Hard to concentrate with her occupying my mind, you know? Kiss ass. We will see how flirty you will be when you end up catching up with your coursework over summer. The whole summer with you? Makes all the tests, orals, and sounds like a paradise. you, you smooth mother trucker. Just the best corny lines for you. Gee, I feel so honored. You know you love my lines. Sadly, I do. I really, really do. What does it say about me? That you are either a woman of the most refined taste in comedy and flirting, or just have such a level of extreme poor taste that you end up with dork little me. I know which one sounds better of the two, and I think I know which one I actually am. It's not the first option, isn't it? No, not in the slightest. Even from my standards, you really are a dork. You're really important to me. I cherish every moment we share together. I want you to know you're one of the bravest women I ever had the pleasure of knowing. You are smart, funny, adorable, quirky, and one of the best teachers to have ever existed. And if you allow me, I want to stay by your side for a very, very long time. Because I honestly think my life would be an unbelievably great without you in it. You would just have this day to brighten my day in such a way that if I got to see you every day of my life, I'm certain I will become the happiest man in the world. So, as a student, a friend, or maybe even something more, I hope you let me stay next to you, even if it's just for a while longer. That was really, really, really corny, John. Like, I want to cringe into a ball so bad, but I'd be lying to myself. I didn't say this is everything I ever wanted, a fairy tale romance. And that's saying something since I really don't like romantic fairy tales. Not enough guns and explosions. What the fuck, that Miss Alloway? You really like your dick flicks, don't you? The vibration coming from the subwoofer make my body tingle. That explains a lot. Oh, look at me, a grown woman making an embarrassing crybaby of herself. I don't know why you want a mess like me, but please, please never let me go. I'm not planning to anytime soon, and besides, when it comes to being where you are, but in a good way. Jerk. Making me blush, cry, and even laugh all at the same time. You are even weirder than me. I hope you are aware, right? Here, I'm expecting you to tell all your friends you managed to get into my pants and you go and end up getting all on me. Man, you're imagining like more than just John? What the fudge, woman? Anyways, again, weird, but in a good way, right? That's us, alright. A very weird couple of oddballs. So, with all that finally off my chest, what do you want to talk about? I assume you didn't bring me here to look at my pretty face. Nope, I just wanted to kiss you. Really, that's all? No, but it won't hurt to give me another one. Freaking John. Okay, enough stalling. What do you want to tell me? I have to tell her about the deal I have with Jack. After all that, how can I not tell her? We opened up to ourselves to each other, for fuck's sake. Now I know I have to tell her. I'll hurt that much, but at the same time, what good would that do? Am I going to end up doing is worrying her, not to mention likely get her angry at me. She's been going through so much already. God, the last few days have been exhausting for her. I know she is strong as hell for even having to deal with all this, but is giving her more to worry about a good idea? It's not like anyone is going to know I'm doing this in the first place. At least they won't if I don't screw this up. Otherwise, our relationship will consist of conjugal visits in prison. Oh man, I heard the truth, but is that worth worrying her more? Will she even be able to handle the stress after everything that has happened? John, are you okay? You just stop talking and stare out at the horizon for like an uncomfortably long time. I say your name at least 4 times. Do you feel ill? You're scaring me. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that. Ooh. All right, guys. You know what, pedestrians? I'm just gonna end the episode right here. And as you guys know, that means that I'll also upload another episode, part 63, I believe, the same day it uploads episode 62. So, without further ado, excuse me, guys. Pedestrians, this will be the end of part 62. If you want to see more of a town uncover, hit the notification bell to keep you updated. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help me make more content of this game and maybe other games in the future as well. So, in the next part, guys, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to decide off screen whether I want to, which option I want to decide. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a lovely and special day. I know this is weird to talk about this, but have a lovely and special day. I don't know which to decide, anyways, but I hope. I'm not sure. I think I should tell her everything. What do you think, guys? Should I choose the first one or second one? And I'll see you all in the next part. Later, everyone. I hope that was a weird intro.